Alright, in this video, we're going to be upgrading an existing ERC721A contract that was pioneered by Azuki to introduce programmable on-chain royalties with the ERC721C standard. We use Forge, so we're going to start with Forge install. To verify, we've already got an existing code repository that's filled with a bunch of smart contracts that are all built on top of ERC721A. We've got ERC721A, so my goal is going to be to swap out ERC721A to use ERC721AC. First step, let's verify that we work as is. Do we have a clean branch? We've got a clean branch. Let's check out main. Let's pull main. Let's status. Let's get checkout -b suites /ERC721C. Get status. We're now on branch ERC721C. Alright, from here we're going to test with Forge test. It's just going to make sure that before we change anything, all of our tests are currently passing. Once I do that, I'm going to try to update Forge install. And then we're going to try to add some stuff in. So when we run the install command, it should automatically update our not our remappings, it should update our Git modules. Right now we've already added testing library, open Zeppelin contracts, ERC721A, account abstraction, another library, or ERC6551, and token bound. I don't know what's taken so long with the unit test. There we go. Alright, so now we Forge install. After this, we should see a new Git module. There it is. Creator token contracts right there. And it's stored right inside of here in lib creator token contracts. Awesome. Okay. They tell us to update our remappings. I'm not sure that we're really doing anything. We have some. Okay, so let's try adding a remapping in here of ERC721C equals lib creator token contracts. And then contracts. // Let's see if that works. We'll verify that it works by heading over to our main contract where we're importing. And while we're here, let's go ahead and just run through our unit tests. All that we've done is we'll get status. It's a good checkpoint. Get add remappings, git commit -m, I add ERC721C remappings. And let's just run a Forge test just to verify. This should be totally fine, but I want to keep checking in just to make sure that we're not breaking any existing tests, because this is a major shift. The 721 is like the foundation for what we're building on here. And so in this update from 721A to 721AC, I want to make sure that we're not losing anything. Okay, so we've got everything imported, or we've got everything installed. Now let's import. Import, what do we want to import? ERC721C, we want AC. So let's import ERC721AC from ERC721C / ERC721C /ERC721AC dot sol. Boom. Alright. In that case, my remappings might not be working, so we're just going to go through with the normal definition. Lib, creator token contracts, creator token contracts, none of that. There we go. Okay, so now we've got the ERC721AC. We're going to replace any reference of ERC721A with ERC721AC. Then we'll run the tests again. All of our tests still pass. So we're still off to a good start. We paste in AC. We paste in AC. We paste in AC. We should now no longer be using 721A, and I'll also just update the docs as well, just for posterity. This is going to be one of our big changes. All right. I wonder if we have an interface. We do. We do. We might keep our ERC721A interface because I'm not seeing maybe it's that. Okay. Let's run our test again, fingers crossed. Let's see if we broke anything by updating the ERC721C. Alright, so it looks like some of our imports are not working already. Inside of here, looks like this import is not being liked right now. And the reason for that, let's check out our remappings. Let's also make a lowercase ERC721A. ERC721A inside of lib, and then contracts, and then they should see their ERC721A. And then inside of contracts. Okay, so it looks like they're manually calling contracts, so all that they need is going into the ERC721A like that. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, so we moved past our first one, that's awesome. Creators should be marked as abstract, contract creators. Okay, so we're missing require caller as contract owner. Okay, not sure what this is. Can we find it here? Nope. Can we find it inside of the token base? We can. Okay, so it looks like we need to implement ownable permissions. And it looks like this is something that we need to build. I guess. So let's build it. Inside of creators, we'll make a new section for ERC721C. We've got admin, we've got creating, ERC6551. We'll add a new one called ERC721C. Creator royalties. So require caller is contract owner is going to be an override. This is a function, not a modifier. So we'll require message.sender what's our only admin there? Equals owner. However, I don't think we will have set owner in our constructor. Constructor ERC721A, we don't set owner until down there. So I think we're just going to return true for now. Let's just return true for now, just to get this working, and then we'll add a to do in here. So we'll return true. To do. Should we add more owner logic here? I'm learning about this while I'm recording the video, so if it seems like I don't fully understand this, that's because I don't. I just wanted to record my process so that I could put this video out for other people who wanted to build on-chain royalties. Okay. Different number of arguments in a return statement, then in returns declaration. I guess we don't need to return anything. All we gotta do is put it there, and then as long as it doesn't get flagged as false, we should be fine. Is that the only thing we had to overwrite? Fingers crossed that all of our tests still pass. If all of our tests pass, and we're now using 721C, our next goal is going to be to start writing some unit tests that will verify the functionality of ERC721C. Feeling promising right now. It all looks promising. It looks like all of our tests are passing without any breaks to our underlying assumptions. Awesome. Wow, that's cool. So we'll commit all of our changes. I replace ERC721A with ERC721C. Well, no, technically it's AC in creators.sol. Maybe we want to do a little bit of cleanup because we still left ERC721A in there. I git push origin suites ERC7C. However, it does look like the 721 is using ERC721A. Is there an what are we using this interface for? Let's see if we can replace this with something else. So we're only using it for UI query for non-existent token. So let's see if we have that query inside of our new interfaces over here inside of our creator contract. Right here. I don't see it here. Do we have it inside of OpenSeas? Normal. Let's go to lib. Open Zeppelin, contracts, token, 721, I721. I do not see query for non-existent token. One thing we can do is we could just copy the thing that we want and then remove the library. And I think that's what we'll do. Wait, did we also have that in OpenSea and I just didn't notice? Open Zeppelin. No results over here. Okay. Let's go back to the A and the interface. The token doesn't exist. We like this, and so we're going to take it. Yeah, I like this query. And so we're just going to put it right. Add in our NAT spec docs. Get rid of that. And now we should no longer be using ERC721A. Okay, can we remove those imports and still run our unit tests? Let's see now if we can still run this. But I'm not importing that anywhere. Or are we? Well, in either case, we should still have access to it in the same way that we import it here. I'm not a big fan, but let's do it. I would like to remove these manual definitions from the library. Test again. I have now removed 721A imports from, well, the main 721A import, which is a little bit larger. Are we using all of our imports up top while this is running? Running. Yep. I believe that there's an interface that we want to put in here as well. There's so let me check that out. Let's go back over here. I believe they mention it. Supports interface. Okay, I guess this is only for mixin, so let's see inside of 721AC. Are they using supports interface? They are. They are, great. Are we already adding them down here to supports interface? And we're already overriding 721AC. Boom. Now we've added that it supports the interface. This is probably something we should write a unit test around. Write unit test to verify this. We'll do that in the next video. We'll start writing some unit tests. It's looking like we got everything, so I should be able to remove this from our Git modules because it's being imported. Let's try removing 721A. ERC721A. And then let's also try deleting our entire lib as well as our cache. Anything in our package that's important? Some stuff. Delete our output. Scripts, tests, UML. Alright. So now what I've done is instead of our get modules, I have removed ERC721A, and now we only have the creator token contracts. Can our tests run? Unable to resolve file. That could not be installed. Okay, so let's run forge install. No URL found for submodule path in Git modules. Okay, where's this being used? Inside of creators collective. Where are we using 721A here? This is another contract. Okay, so so we have other contracts that are using 721A, so I cannot get rid of that import. Okay, we've got other contracts that are still depending on it. We'll run one final test and then we'll wrap up the video. What we've done in this video is we have taken one of our contracts and then we have totally replaced the usage of ERC721A with the new ERC721AC that allows us to enforce creator royalties. Inside of here, we're calling the normal constructor of ERC721AC, which you can see inside of the contract, sets it with default security to validate the token transfers. So here's the constructor. We set creator token base. We initialize it. Inside of utils, creator token base, they should have a constructor. Right? Creator token base, utils, creator token base. Creator token base should have a constructor. Maybe it doesn't, which wouldn't make sense. There's no constructor in here. That's weird. Set and update the implementation contract to enforce desired policies for the creator token. Uses a base contract for implementations. Set and update the creator token transfer. Validator implementation contract. Okay, so I think we'll need to set this constructor for the creator token transfer validator. For now, we're going to end this video. We were able to add in AC, and we didn't break any of the existing functionality. So in our next video, I'm going to think a little bit on what our next step is. But we have at least added in the contract. So from here, we can start messing around with some of the 721C functionality. Thank you for tuning in. All of our unit tests passed. This is Sweets, signing off.